What's up, party people? Look at my dog. He's so cute. Sorry about my hot mess in advance. I had an accident, and I can't do makeup right now or hair, obviously. I'm also left-handed, so this sucks. But that's not what is important. What is important is this video. I do a lot of my things on traits or questions you guys ask me, advice, like whatever. I haven't made a video like this, and this is probably the most important video I'm going to make, and I will put that on to hopefully make sure that this is what you guys watch, if anything. I wish I looked decent in it, but whatever, forever. Okay, so I knew to make this because the other day, I have my Tumblr. I hope you guys know about it. Also, because I have to apologize. Yes, I've had this YouTube for a while, but I'm never going to be YouTube savvy. Like, I don't know how to check comments. I don't know how to, like, get messages, really. Every now and then I'll just get bored and scroll through and look for any, like, whatever recent comments. But chances are I won't see it. So I have a Tumblr. I have an Instagram. All the same name. Everything I have is the same name. So that being said, find me anywhere but here because I get messages on everything else. But a friend messaged me similar to what you guys do, whatever. And this happens to me a lot in life because I am very open about being a human being. And she said what I knew she was going to say, that she had just gotten diagnosed with BPD. How does she deal with it? Perfect. I'm going to give her a little spiel. But basically, what I want to tell you guys, I will answer this question the same for you. This is important. And I love that you guys ask me so many questions and this and that. But like some people talk to me like I've recovered and like, yes, I've come leaps and bounds from my diagnosis and grown so much as a person. But I will never stop recovering because to me, the biggest thing that I have learned is, the biggest thing that I've learned is drop. You got diagnosed? Perfect. Even if you don't have borderline, I highly suggest you watch my videos because the thing that I've learned the most is we don't have traits of depression or traits of borderline. You have traits of being a human being, and some more so emotional than others, or some you don't know what you're feeling and you don't know how to deal with it because you don't know where the fuck it's coming from. So first of all, drop. I have borderline. How am I going to get over it? Stop it. You're perfect. You are wonderful. I will assure you, and you won't believe me, but you are extravagantly unique. You need to find the things that you love about yourself. I'll start with me. I'm fucking so weird. I'm so weird, and I talk under pressure, and I talk when I'm nervous, which actually makes me way more fun in a crowd, even though I'm nervous to be in a crowd. Know what I mean? I will always say, God bless you, even if it's to somebody in the store, so I don't say it out loud, but I just say, bless you. I think that's a cool thing. Why? Just 'cause. I don't know. I don't mind it about me. And my first reaction when I make eye contact with anybody and or a stranger, smile. Because why would you not? Little things, dude. And yeah, I get mad or upset or feel things or things bother me in relationships and stuff that may not other people. However, I don't hate that I feel certain things differently or think differently because you're going to learn to love certain things about yourself. That's a topic for a different day, I guess. I look homeless. Anyways, so the first things besides figure out how to fucking like yourself is don't do research. I mean, do research. I guess you kind of have to get through that hump. But the hardest part of my stuff was when I got diagnosed, I did all the research I could. And then the worst part about doing that research is I was like, oh no, I'm not even a human being because every single thing about me is already written down on paper. Like, I'm literally only BPD and everything Like, oh, you get sad sometimes? Guess what? That's written down about you. And I did so much research and I got so hopeless because of it that I ended up going in somewhere because I couldn't live anymore. I just didn't want to live anymore. And so I continued researching about myself and trying to get better. But then, of course, you have a habit of being yourself because it's the only self you've ever been. And so you do good and then something bad, like you have a down day or like whatever. And for years, those down days killed me. And that's why I didn't want to live anymore, because to me, I felt like this is who I'm going to be for the rest of my life. And it's never going to stop happening and I can't handle it anymore. And you're going to feel that for a long time, but I promise you, especially because we tend to get diagnosed in our early 20s, homie, even if you didn't get diagnosed with BPD in your early 20s, you're still going to go through a fuck ton of feels until about 25 before you start wising up. Because you're a human being, and you don't understand the spectrum of your emotions until that age. That's why borderline happens at that age, because it's something that happened to you in childhood that you couldn't understand until now. All right, also, that being said, one of the first beneficial things I started doing is I got my own notebook and I wrote down, okay, this is a trait. I wrote down what I did that was following that trait. Like black and white splitting. Okay, this is what I do. This is why. It helps so much to start putting adjectives to your feelings. Like when we lash out, you're pissed. Like let's say my girlfriend goes out to the bar without me, which should be, you know, she wants to go hang out with her friends, whatever. Especially if you're in the beginning of this journey, that's something that your instinct is just be like, oh, cool, have fun, bye. Like okay, you're mad, you're being rude. You're not mad. Put adjectives to what you're going through. You're scared because she's going to have fun with people who aren't you. Once you can realize that, oh, okay, that's a thing. I feel that. Why do I feel that? Until you label it, you cannot understand it. You have to understand yourself. So the best thing that I can definitely, well, I'm saying a best thing, but a best thing as far as like if you're going to do what do you call those things? If you're going to do like an exercise with yourself, when you're upset and you're home alone, let's say you are fighting with your girlfriend, instead of texting her, write it down. What's happening right now? How do I feel about it? Why? And really get down to the core of it. And I ended up finding out so many things about myself. Why I push people away, what makes me do it, why I do it, like where it actually comes from. A lot of these things are things that like, a lot of my things dealt with or stems from the fact that I was super by myself, just in a room by myself for like so many years of my childhood and teen years. And I had so many feels because I went through a lot of things, but I had no one to talk to about those feels, and then I just didn't talk about them, and I bottled them, and I didn't have names for them or why I felt them, where they came from. But later, when I became an adult and started having these feels and having to have relationships that you stick with, that's when you deal with it. So if I could beg of you anything, I know what it feels like to start this, but the hardest I made it on myself was researching about it. All of these psychology things you find online and these things, they didn't come from someone with borderline. Yes, there are a few sites that do. However, I can't really say that those sites guided me to feel better. It was more focused on DBT therapy and mindfulness skills and blah, blah, blah. So my problem was doing the BPD research. My problem was going out and buying all of these self-help books for people with borderline or people with mental disorders and this and that. Don't do that. Maybe do it later. If you just got diagnosed and you're having a hard time and you're coming to me because you're struggling, don't do that. That was a bad idea. Now that I have grown 7 years into this and I'm understanding this, I can tell you, don't do that. Do go get self-help and mindfulness books. I love books like about finding your soul, and like just go get self-help books that are here's how to be a peaceful, happy human books. Like just souls are books that you read because you know that human beings are so unique and cool. Like get books that make you feel good, not that make you feel like you're what's wrong with the world and you are the reason that no one's ever going to love you. That's all those things do. There's nothing wrong with you. You are built exactly as you need to be loved. There is nothing wrong with bettering who you are, and that is what you're doing. You are not trying to get rid of BPD. It's not a cold. BPD is you having bare, raw emotions, and you can learn how to turn that into a good thing. I promise you. And there are going to be days where it feels like dick, and you're done with it. You're heavy, and you just don't want to do it. You have to find ways, things that make you feel good. Look at nature. I highly suggest getting a Tumblr because I love looking at, like, my Tumblr wall. If I could post that along my walls, would be wonderful. Because nature and just things that make me happy, music, when I can just go to my Tumblr and see all those things, it makes me feel me. So when I'm feeling anything different, and then I can be reminded of what feels good about me, what makes me happy, that works. And I know a lot of you guys, which I appreciate, get concerned sometimes if I am having a shitty time, because I mean, I'll talk about that. I'll use my mouth words in my real life, but I don't, like, artistically do anything to feel better. So for me, my Tumblr, sometimes and I don't ever look for it. I just reblog things that I like on my dashboard. So if there happens to be something that's like, I feel like shit, because I feel like shit, I'm going to reblog it. It's not a problem. That's okay. That's another thing that I want to say is don't let someone make you feel like shit because you want to spend a day curled up alone watching movies, eating pizza. You eat the shit out of that pizza. You take a you day. That's not bad. It's bad if you let yourself take a you month. Then you're going to need to, come on. Take that day. Eat all the fucking pizza. Wash it down with a lot of water. I promise you'll feel better if you don't just completely pollute yourself. Take the fucking day. And then after you take that day, or a couple hours, maybe just take a couple hours, eat the fucking pizza, and then go. Get outside, whether you're by yourself and you're just going to sit right on your front doorstep and read a book. I can't say that to you because I don't know what makes you feel good. Maybe it's, I don't know. For me, I'm going to get 20 times more out of my head if I get out. And I know how hard it is to do that. So make sure there's someone in your life that you can be like, not a good day. And they'll know to be like, all right, be there in 10 and just show up and just, you know? Or sometimes you just need someone to eat the fucking pizza with you and not say anything about it. You have to find what works for you. But I promise you it's not going to work for you to absorb all of this information that makes it seem like you're a defect because you're not defected. Like words are hard, guys. There's nothing wrong with you. You just got to figure out how to work yourself, man. God, I babble so much, and I'm sure, per usual, I didn't even get my point across. But I hope this did something, and I really just wanted to reach out to you to be like, I'm here. I swear to God, every one of you, if I can comment back, I would, but I don't know where they are. So just find me anywhere else. Just get off of here and Instagram, Tumblr. Tumblr messages are bomb. I get all of them. Anywhere. Just not on here. I don't get them. And I will respond to all of you. I feel like there's probably so much better things that I could say, but I forgot them all, so I'm just going to end it here.